have a look, you see the complete graphic displays. I can zoom in and out. I can click on objects. I see the properties of those objects. And I can also select multiple objects. And then the attributes will be, of course, shortened out because it's only the common properties that are visible here. And of course, I can go back to the complete view. If I click on this vessel, for instance, I have the possibility to use the color command to change the color. So if I would like to see this one in green and maybe this heat exchanger in red, I can make a manual color change. But I could also select a complete group and change the color for the complete group manually if I like. And what is also quite nice is that I can revert the colors, which means they will go back to the original state as they were in the snapshot that I have prepared. If I want to change the color based on attributes, I have an example prepared which will change everything that is S to a certain color and everything that has the fluid code W to a certain color. So I can show you how it looks like. It's a very easy Excel file where you can say I want the fluid code S to become this color and the fluid code W to become this color. So all I need to do right now is click on Load Color File, which is a dialog that shows different color files. I can store multiple color files. And if I choose the first one, it is changing the colors corresponding to the attributes and the Excel file, as you can see here. What is also quite nice, if I go to the 3D side and I use exactly the same function, I can also import the same colors to the 3D system. So in this case, all the pipe runs starting with S will turn red. And you see how easy it is to change properties and colors on both sides using one single Excel file. Okay, the next thing I want to show is the graphical search function, which works on, let's say, the file level, which means it will just search for the text that it finds in the file. If I would search here for 240, it will find two results. It will highlight the first one. It will highlight the next one. Exactly with the same method, I could also search, for instance, for 3/4 inch or just 3/4, and it will find the corresponding data down here. And now I want to show you the real highlight from the search point of view. This is the search on the attribute level and not so much on the graphic level. So for instance, even if I would close this drawing and I would search for P, which in my case, I want to find fluid code P. As you see, it looks across the complete values in the PID data package, and it finds that there are two items that have fluid code P located in two different drawings. So I can select the first one. It will just highlight everything that has this value. And then I can use these result groups to switch to the next group. The next group will open the second drawing and will show the data corresponding to the fluid code P in the second drawing. Maybe we can also have a look at the other result that it found, which is the tag prefix P in this list of drawings. So exactly the same search function can also be applied to find, in this case, I assume that it's the pumps. So I can go to the first result, I can switch to the next one, I can switch to the next one. So you see, it is really very easy to look across the database when you search for instance, fluid codes. We can also use wildcards. So for instance, if I would search, for instance, for drain, looking for drain valves, again, it will search across the database. And in this case, it finds one valve located in this PID. Or if I would search for gate, it finds the gate valves on the first drawing, on the next drawing, on the next drawing, and also you see it also found the symbol gate valve on one drawing, so it really looks the complete data set and searches for that string. The next thing I want to show is about the linking to the 3D system. So if we have a look, for instance, up here, and we have the two pumps, I can select even both of them and then click on the button that is looking towards 3D. And as you see, this is the result. So it is, in this case, very easy to say that I'm looking for certain objects. I can create a snapshot from the 3D and copy it and send it to someone. And I can do the same thing from PID if I like. And also the other way around is possible. So if I just go this way, click on an object in the 3D system, for instance, this is this heat exchanger that I have here, E240, I can use a link from the 3D side and it will automatically go to the object on the PID. I can also use only one object on the PID side and navigate towards 3D. So it is really very easy from the navigation point of view. One comment about this, in my case, the objects, they really have the same name, which means D-240, but the same method will also work if there is no dash on the 3D side or there is a blank instead of the dash. So it is possible to configure the mapping so that it reacts on the content of the string, so they don't have to match 100% and still the software will find it across the database. Actually, what we are working on right now, I can not really show, but I can talk about it. If I click on a pipe run, you see in the PID, usually the item tag is built by sequence number dash fluid code. On the 3D side, it's the opposite. The pipeline would be S dash sequence number. And right now we are changing the mapping in such a way that you can also specify multiple attributes, which in the end will be combined together in a certain sequence, and they will build the basis for the linking of the pipe runs between the two systems. Okay, another quite nice function is the possibility, for instance, to navigate across OPCs. So let's say we take this OPC, I can select it, and then I have the possibility to jump to the other drawing. So all the connected OPCs, they will allow me to click on this button, and then I can just navigate across the drawings and go from one to the next.